I'd like to introduce new generation of liquid gas stove, Muka, M-U-K-A stove, Muka stove, OD1NP. It is very lightweight and compact. The total weight is approximately 320 grams, which is translated into 11 ounce weight. The hose is very flexible, and compared with some of the product, it's relatively longer. The way you open this pot support, hold it, and then lift it up, and then lock it. Muka stove uses two types of fuel: unleaded gasoline or white gasoline. We can use either of them. Today, I'd like to try it out with unleaded gasoline. Here, we have Soto's proprietary fuel bottle. Please make sure to read the instruction before you use. There is a fill line here. Please do not fill the fuel above this line. If you take a look at this opening, it is rather wider compared with our competitive products. The reason that we have wider opening is so that it's easier to pour fuel inside, as well as for the cleaning, much easier when the opening is wider, such as this today. The fuel quantity, so I'm going to pour all of. This is smart pump, specially designed to work with Muka stove. Because its opening is wider, it's much easier to place the system and make sure to tightly close the seal. Right here, we have a connection for the hose. Place your finger, slide it down, insert, and then lock. Before pressurize the bottle, I'd like to show you two items. Right here on the pump, there is a pressure indicator. As you start pumping, the pressure indicator begins to show, and you can see the red line. When you see the red line, which I'd like to show you later as we begin pressurizing, this is control dial. Control dial, or CD. Before you start pumping, be sure that the CD is depressed at the depressed position. This is pulled position. This is depressed position. As you can see, when you began pumping, the indicator started coming out, but it's not quite yet until you see the red line. So I'm going to continue pumping air. Now, as you can see right here, you can see the red line. This means that pressure is optimized and you no longer need to add any more pressure. Now, the bottle is pressurized. We're ready to fire up the stove. Before we do that, I'd like to show you and explain a little bit about this control dial, or CD. Currently, CD is set at the stop position, and it's depressed, as I explained to you before. And then when you start the fire, turn this CD to the starting point, to the counterclockwise. Also, make sure that the stabilizer is downward such as this, CD must be at pulled position. Prepare and place the heat source right up against the burner head, and then turn the dial counterclockwise at the start position. Wait for 10 seconds, then turn the CD at the run position. Add some more pressure as the initial ignition depressurizes the bottom. To control the flame, turn the CD towards counterclockwise to reduce the flame. This will be the simmering position. Unlike most liquid stoves on the market, Muka burns very clean. I'd like to show you how clean this stove burns. Pour out the hot water. By the way, please do not do it at home. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's very clean. Now that the bottom of the pan is much more cooler, I'll stroke my finger and show you how clean Muka stove burns the fuel. But be sure, do not do this at home. Extinguishing the flame. Now I'd like to show you how to extinguish the flame. Turn the CD or control dial at air position, and then pump will automatically shut the flow of the gas, and it only releases the air at that point. Let's do it. Fuel will be burned off, and what you hear, the sound, is just air coming out of the burner head. Make sure that the air is completely released. After air is completely released, turn the CD or control dial at the stop position and then depress to lock the dial. CD or control dial can be used as an emergency device. Suppose for some reason you need to turn off the flame immediately. All you have to do is depress this button, and then it automatically shuts the flow of the gasoline and then extinguish the flame. Let me try this. Simply depress the CD, and as you can see, the flame is being extinguished. I'd like to show you how clean this stove burns. As you can see, it is very, very clean, and then there's no carbon on the surface of the bottom of the stove. Take a look at the head. It is very clean as well. Pot support, it's also clean. OD1MP Muka stove, the next generation of the liquid stove, presented by Soro.